Next week, Monday, that is the 12th of October, assurance and advisory firm Nkonki will host the next in its series of conferences that focus specifically on assisting audit committees. This time with a focus on JSE-listed companies. Mitesh Patel is managing partner at Nkonki and joins us now. Mitesh, thanks for your time today. Let's start with a very straightforward question. What is an audit committee? What does it do? And why should we care so much about it?
Thanks for having me. The audit committee overall has an oversight role in an entity responsible for governance and compliance. But we've seen the audit committee's role now is moving past the typical finance compliance type of environment. They're moving into strategy, risk management, etc. So the oversight role is becoming quite onerous. And why I'm saying this is because we put it into context now. Their role is becoming critical in terms of the JSE as a whole. The JSE as a whole is now, we're sitting on number 20, within the top 20 in the world. That equates to about 11 trillion rands. And from our perspective, that 11 trillion is basically individual investors and institutional investors that are part of that. And you have a responsibility to them as an audit committee on the boards that you sit on or the companies that you manage through an audit committee. So the oversight role is becoming more and more onerous, like I said, in managing the perception of the entity, finance of the entity, strategy of the entity, risk management of the entity to ensure that we preserve that 11 trillion.
One of the speakers at your conference is Dr. Derek Yach, head of the Vitality Institute, which is, of course, Discovery's New York-based research think tank. Dr. Yach is going to discuss fourth bottom line reporting, which essentially aims to introduce employee wellness into the reporting matrix of organizations, along with profit, planet, and people. That's the so-called triple bottom line. What is the economic impact or expected economic impact of fourth bottom line reporting, this employee wellness element, and how does one begin to understand and measure it?
The fourth bottom line reporting, like you're saying, is focusing on health and wellness of employees. Some of the research we've seen done by the Discovery Institute actually shows that there's about a 16 billion rand loss to the economy as a result of absenteeism and presenteeism. The fourth bottom line reporting is going to try and move companies towards reporting, focusing on the health and wellness of the entities through a matrix where we can actually measure it. There is a goal for 2020 by the Institute to get a matrix out that we can start using that as a basis for measurement. So that we can report consistently, all companies can report consistently on it. What we're seeing though is there is a lot of lifestyle diseases happening within entities like blood pressure as a result of various stress, smoking, etc. So we're trying to curb that. That's what fourth bottom line reporting is all about, maintaining your health and wellness of your employees to ensure productivity, efficiency, effectiveness within your organization.
Staying with reporting, the audit report is, as I understand it, that was Mitesh Patel, managing partner at Nkonki, talking about its upcoming audit committee conference taking place next week, Monday. If you'd like to find out more about that, hop on to www.nkonki.com. We are out of time.